Hey guys, it's your boy Froggy Frog 9000. Just taking the F18 for a bit of a spin. I just figured something out in conjunction with a Google search. Maybe I looked at the DCS forum or something in relation to the altitude warning siren, whatever it's called. That really annoying siren that constantly plays when you're anywhere near the vicinity of the ground. Turns out, to my knowledge, you can't turn it off, but you can adjust the altitude at which it triggers. And I'll show you, if I don't crash, I'll show you whereabouts it is. The comment in the forum, I think it was the DCS forum, said near where your right knee would be. There's some kind of a selector which you can adjust the altitude at which the warning siren goes off. The girl's voice still goes off sometimes. She'll say roll right, or pull up, or whatever, which I'll try and trigger it by getting close to zero. There we go. But we haven't got the constant siren going off, even though we're pretty low down, pretty close to the ground. This is a bit of a sightseeing tour of this place as well, which I haven't really done a sightseeing tour of this place yet, so this is kill two birds with one stone. What is this place? Is this Dubai? I think it's Dubai. I'm just going to gain some altitude and I'll show you that Duvalaki. Technical term Duvalaki. Or a widget, or a fidget spinner, remember those? Here we go. It looks like an altimeter, and it's currently set to zero, like zero altitude is when the warning goes off. By default it was set at like 5,000 feet or something, so I'm click and drag right mouse. I reckon that's zero, and that looks to be about 3,000 feet, 6,000. So if I set it to 8,000, that's the noise. That's the noise that it can make. And we've got a ship down there. Might try and turn the guns on. Where is it? I better pull up. There it is.
Altitude.
Take that, shippy. Alright, there's that annoying warning. Fuel low. But yeah, that warning is the altitude warning that I was referring to. It doesn't seem as persistent as what it used to be. But yeah, that can get very annoying. Let's give the ship another go. Oh no, I ran out of ammo. Need some kind of economy cruise, and I was going to do a sightseeing tour. That won't happen if I run out of fuel. Right, let's have a look at that again. Just turn it down to zero. In theory, that we should not get any kind of warning signal unless we're close to zero altitude, that zero AGL. I figure it's zero AGL because you could be flying in the mountains and it's probably a radar altimeter that gives you an indication of how high above the terrain you are. We're doing 500 knots. We're in CCIP mode, whatever that is. It's like manual mode. There's a sailing ship. Looks like a 35 footer. Per capita, one of the highest consumers of luxury goods, this neck of the woods. I don't know if these guys have got any oil, but they sure do have a very swanky city that befits oil wealth. But I don't know, do they have oil? What do they have? It is Dubai, right? I'm not 100% sure on my geography. I know they got the tallest building in the world. What's my speed? 400, yeah, it's okay. You don't want to get too slow in this plane. I'm just going to switch to outside view. And yes, we don't have any terrain warning, which is, there's a missile, which is what we wanted. And the small buildings are actually huge, and the huge buildings are gigantic. It's quite stunning, isn't it? Even the smallest of those buildings has got to be 3 stories high. And there's that one up there, that iconic building that I see in all the travel brochures. Is it a hotel? It's kind of looks like a yacht's sail, in my opinion. And what have we got over here on the horizon? This looks like a French castle. Or the one built by Ludwig of Bavaria, Neuschwanstein. No, I'm way off. It's kind of shopping mall nouveau architecture. I was going to say casino, but I'm guessing that's not a casino for some reason. Probably a hotel. And apparently I've got low fuel. That looks like a power station. Now they've got a monorail. Slowly getting to figure out the F18. The head-up display, we've got speed in knots on the left box, showing about 475 knots, and I think we've got altitude in feet on the right hand equivalent sort of position box there, showing about between 500 and 1,000 feet. I assume that's what it is. That sounds befitting. Sounds like that's what it is. The vehicles look pretty good. The graphics engine of DCS does cities very well, including the moving objects, the cars and the buses and the trucks and that sort of thing. It has a kind of a realism to it, which is fantastic. I don't know why she decided to pipe up. just then. That was a bit disappointing. You do need some level of altitude warning, but you don't want it to get annoying. And that is a tall building. What's my altitude? 500 feet. One of the most amazing things I've ever seen is a video on YouTube of that Birdman jetpack guy with his Red Bull sponsored personal jetwing, flying around this. I think he jumped off this tower, or he flew around it at least. One of the most amazing things you'll ever see on YouTube, or anywhere for that matter. Flying around in real life in a personal jetwing. I think he has 4 miniature jets on his wing. Each one gives, I don't know, 30 kilograms of thrust or something like that. And he steers by tilting his head, a bit like the Rocket Man. And he's just flying for probably about 5 minutes around this area that I'm flying now.
Altitude.
I should go and have another look at that video, because seriously, it's the most amazing thing you'll ever see. Very inspiring. Look at the plane porpoising. You see it porpoising just then. It's because the speed was quite low. Got down to something like 270 knots. And this is a plane that it can go slow, but being a jet, if you're on the slower side, it can get dangerous in terms of loss of control. And being low and slow in a jet, it's a bad mix. And I've got hardly any fuel left. Where am I going to land? I should probably try and land somewhere. I think there's an airfield. There's a huge runway inland a bit somewhere. And I'm still not that great at landing this plane. Again, you gotta be moving nice and fast when you land this plane. I think 200 knots. The engine doesn't sound too good. I think I'm about to run out of fuel. I think 200 knots is what you want to land this plane. I'm just going by feel. I haven't actually looked at the manual. That is the airport there, I think. And I think my jet's about to run out of fuel. Let's see if we can... Oh no. Oh no. That's an engine flame out, no doubt. Look, the screen is completely blank. That's not good. I've got full nose down, and she's tilting up. This is not good. I might have to bail out. Sinking like a rock. Where can I land? Do you reckon I'll make it to the airport? No chance, it's miles away. And as soon as you run out of fuel in this thing, I think the flaps deploy. Let's have a look. Yeah, look at that, the flaps are deployed. Have we still got engine power? 200 kilometers an hour. That's not fast enough. How do I get rid of the flaps? I really don't want the flaps, because they slow you down and they destroy your lift drag ratio, and you won't glide very far. No, they're not moving. Alright. That's going to have to do it there. That road there. Let's put the gear down. If it'll go down. Oh, this plane's out of control. I'm going to have to bail out. Oh, too late. Oh well, there you go. There's your tour of this place here.